Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, Maya got taken over by a spirit and killed someone. Quite frankly. And today we're going into trial, facing what I believe is Laura. And hopefully we can prove Maya's innocence. So, without further ado, let's jump right back into it. June 21st, 9:48 AM, Déjà Court, Defendant 1193. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. You gotta beat a kid, that's not a fair trial. I mean, I don't know. She's probably not 13 now. I mean, he was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor? I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. I mean, it has the same blood as this dude. That can't be good. No good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way. Sure. Yeah. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. He said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep. I snuck out of the manor and followed the map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. Silly, I didn't walk. I ran. It's like... Okay. That's... I can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train... Oh my... Oh wait, does she mean she ran all the way? What the fuck? Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edge would be nice to me with Von Karma. Wait. Quickly, I'm just gonna reset camera because it looks kinda weird. There we go. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I'd seen him all yesterday. I thought Edgeworth was here, man. Every trail was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. When your rivals for life? Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? Oh, why, Nick? Edgeworth is worth his edginess. Of course, he's Edgeworth. It looks like Mr. Edgelord inside. I slipped into Swedish there for a second. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Well, let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? June 21st, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. I feel like this is... I get some deja vu for this. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on. So she's the famous successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Francisca Von Karma, the prodigy. Now that's a title. Wow, how full of yourself and like how much do you need to toot your own horn to be like, I am the prodigy. I see. You have to be from Karma Ego. Yeah, exactly. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. That's a whip? Revenge? Is this about a father, a man from Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can. Ow! I'm talking. That has to be illegal. She legit whipped a yacht. Boy. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. You know, even a judge needs to be whipped into shape. Yeah, but Jesus. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Can you stop whipping? Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Prosecutor von Karma, your opening statement, please. Also von Karma blood has only one fate. That is perfection. Yeah, you really are your father's daughter, aren't you? The defendant Maya Fey will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is his defense position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. Ah, fuck. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before the change of this plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. You could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. I'm sorry for that if I don't type often. I'm trying to listen to my game too. It's alright, little bro. It's all good. Like, as long as you're just like enjoying the company and everything, that's all good by me. Like, I don't mind people. I was like, says something from the. Thank you very much for the follow, little bro. That is very much appreciated. Welcome to a corner of the internet ocean. Hopefully you will enjoy your stay here. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, if you're watching, you better fucking type. I just like, no. A little brother. We got a little bro, everyone. Way. Like, I'm not gonna be like a tyrannical dictator, just like, you do what I say. It's just like, no, if you just hang out and just, like, even if you don't say anything, it's just, it's nice. It's nice to have company. Then I shall now call the first witness. He's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Okay. This has to not be allowed. Under what law is just like, I can whip people as much as I want. It was like, no. Explain to the court the details of this murder. You would not be able to pull off the evil dictator stick. No, I really couldn't. Explain to the court the details on this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe it's one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. Diagram of the Chandelier Shaver. Okay. So how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then. Fine then. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point blank range. Where the fuck did they get a pistol? Before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Even better question, where the fuck did they get a pistol and a knife? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead point blank. What accept it into evidence, Mr. Wright? You may question the witness. Okay. Are you entirely sure of the order? I mean, I don't know. The murder weapon. Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There are fingerprints? Along with the victims, the defendant, my face, was also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Test, Mr. Finney Wright. Also, who wouldn't grip the gun that somebody used when it's your friend in shock? Yeah. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. What the f... You speak in riddles, woman. Stop it. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire. And I guess real hot, pal. There was definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. The fools, yes, the foolish fool that foolish something. Stabbed? Now what's he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see, and whose knife was it? It looks like it belonged to the face, sir. Of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Shut up. Did they test the blood on it? I mean, probably. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. Testimony makes it sound like Maya stabbed him with the intent to kill. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. Oh my god! A pistol shot to the forehead is point blank, certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. Yes, of course it does, foolish fool. I brought 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. Okay, 2 shots fired. The day and time of death was June 19th from 3:15 PM. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. Yeah, 2 shots fired. The thing, it did say 2 shots fired. But I'm wondering about the second, because we found this in the folding screen, so... And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? It does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. Shut up. It's gone from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there? That's quite true. Mr. Wright? Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not digest your plea, you stand to lose. See, yes, I promised Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now will be the time to do so. It's your final chance. It's a huge decision. Better think this through all the way. I mean... I would say plead not guilty. I don't know what else. Like, why would I not plead just not guilty? What's justified self-defense still means killed someone. I mean, yeah. Why am I even thinking about this? It's, yeah. Not guilty. Because fuck you. If plea justifies self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined. And she'd be labeled a murderer. Can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective! Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony. Final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Yeah, von Karma through and through. Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Okay. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this costume certainly is evidence of a backspray of blood on this. This piece directly links my fate to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Okay. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to suck off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. What was the last thing? I had Twitch problems. Oh, did it like... I might have been from my side as well, but... the last thing was like... well, we'll get to it, I think. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kinda scared today. You know, pal? Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude to Michael. I'm asking a question! Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya is wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? There's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it's the victim's blood. Okay. So there's blood from the victims on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. Were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on. Oh my god, I was tired enough of Von Karma in the first game. Ah yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. If I'm biting more than I can chew here, what should I do? No, press further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this code. Hey, wait a second. Do you see, if I point my finger here, there's a fucking gun. There's a bullet hole in the costume. I just have to look harder. Right? Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. Yeah, yeah. This one, time is up. So about the costume. Honor? Actually, there's something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? What is this problem you're talking about? Come this far. There's no turning back now. What am I have with this piece of evidence here? Let me point at it. This. As a quarter, please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. Ah, a hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. The only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Hehehe, we found a thing. Order! That's a whole truth. Do you agree, Alfie? That's a whole truth right there. It's a very grave matter. It's best to correct the court recording before... Court record before... first before anything else. Fuck counterread. Press the check button for details. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. She actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Well, I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police. But prosecutor Von Karma said it true. The evidence still stands. You do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with the testimony. Yes, sir. Was not fighting back. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? You couldn't find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. The evidence has no problem other than that it also proves Maya was shot by the first bullet. Yeah. Did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. We're in real trouble now. Found out something to prove that the victim did fight back. I'm on Karma, she think. Verdict alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somewhere and then I have her. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is present this. The music stopped. Good sign. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. It seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is it with, are you finished yet? Or what is it with that, are you finished yet laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's from Karma. It seems that my FA was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Why, that's right. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. Perfect. Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired today. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself? Want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. What transpired? During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. But Karma needs a bonk. Yes, agreed. Or at least take away the whip, please. While the two victims were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim got shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. This scenario I put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Miss Wright, surface, it does seem to make sense. But didn't you say earlier that a knife wound would make him unable to move, fight back? Yeah? Yeah, he did. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Like, I remember specifically during the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stop. Okay. We're just gonna go through this, you know, like usual. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Adding body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. So knife item usage. Now you mention it. Yeah, I get. Wait, does it say? Or does it say no? You think you could get away with such flimsy reasoning? Mr. Phoenix Wright. My FA was in the middle of channeling, was she not? In channeling with the current brain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. He's even started up on the Korean channeling technique. Please, like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with testimony. So he was stabbed, but a stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. Huh? But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? So, you're saying that the bullet hole in his costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Wait. He missed? But you clearly fucking... Missing the tiny hole in his costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume? Also true. That's also true. I was thinking more like, what do you mean he missed? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That's a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix, right? You think you could punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disapprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound was from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendants very far after that. Ah! Fucking put you in your place! You hear that? Fucking put you in your place! Well, then... That's right! The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. It does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. I mean, something doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Jorma. Fatal? Flaw? Oh! Very interesting. I'd love to see where this flaw is. Give me something that contradicts my explanation. Why would you push someone away when you're fighting with a knife against a gun? That is also true. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. Must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. The thing is, I'm thinking of this. Because like 8 inches, what I said, like fucking that. It's like nothing. And this was behind and it's very low to the ground. So it has to, you know. It's a piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I would like to point to the court stand to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who, where, what? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Is two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order! Order! This changes everything. Let's look at this diagram on the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Here? Somewhere around here. Uh-oh. The judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled something serious bad breath. That is, I mean... Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Yeah, sure. In the meantime, I want you to think of things through again, Mr. Wright. Okay, sorry. Of course. The done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was seen. Like, it has to be, like, around here. To go through the sleeve. Somewhere around here. Oh, fuck. Oh. This is going... Watch me fail at, like, this is what makes it guilt. Here? Nope. This is going well. Like here, right? Oh no. Remember what I said about the bullet? What specifically? It apparently passed through the screen first. Did they? Did they say? I'm gonna test here first, just. She was oh well, she was standing here near the falling screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there'd be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you! I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think that this has changed the defendant's... Well, it changes everything! How the fuck... What do you do? Fucking throw a knife? Me. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. It changes nothing, remember your plea. What do you mean? Not guilty. That was true. Delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. He pleaded not guilty, but that shows it was self-defense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Oh, it did? Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Right. With this, the rest of the trial should be in the Ah, fuck. Blast radius of disaster. You're such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Oh, of all the things to inherit, why it had to be this that small file. Oh yeah, true. Because if we shot and then I also shot back, then it was self-defense. But we said not guilty. Ah shit. Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that three-strand goatee. Oh, rest assured your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call it the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Okay. To be continued. Yes, save progress, because that was kind of Pepega. So, that's gonna be it for this episode. So, in the next episode, we're probably gonna... well, it seems like we're finally talking to Laura and what she captured in her photos and everything like that. I assume, at least. So, until then, I wish you, the YouTube audience, a very nice continued evening, afternoon, morning, or whatever it is whenever you're watching this. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button to get to know whenever I post stuff, as I try to post as often as I can. And yeah, so with that said, I wish you guys a very nice continuation. So take care, everybody, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.